essential track. Every vibe you need for the Bacchanal right here. Vincy Mas is live. Get road ready with the undisputed source for the streets. Only on Boom 106.9. Don't just hear the Fet, be the Fet.
Hey, listen, boy, we reach back again enough. And we have in the house Vincy Mas. Well, not Vincy Mas, because Vincy Mas is a big thing. Vincy Mas is a body. But we have one of the, should I say one of the let me look for the current chords. I can't find the current chord. One of the heavy hitters. Yeah, that's like it did. That's like it did. We have no other than Ezzy. My cousin Ezzy. Yeah. Don't ask me how. We related. We just related. It's okay. Alright? So Ezzy's in the building.
A Robert is a Robert.
Of course, there's no different spelling like brown with a E or without a E. Robert spelling same. Anyhow you put it. Come on, capital. But hey, we're here with Ezzy, man. Ezzy, what's up? How things?
Yeah, man. I don't know where you get this idea. Heavy hitters from. I'm not a heavy hitter. My mother always taught me not to hit women.
Yeah, a little kicks. Right. You look like it. You like it. I've been sleeping.
But
you look so.
Nah.
You look like it. I've been sleeping. You like it while I sleep.
You remember Winston said in his song, longer jamming? Is it longer jamming right now?
Longer jamming? Right. So we heard Vincy Mas. It's already, it's been up and running. Yes. That's what we know. Yeah. But from tomorrow, Ezzy. From tomorrow. Yeah. It will be tomorrow, Ezzy, like we don't warm the engine now. It's time to drive.
Time to press it.
Time to press.
So what? Well, for some people, it's from tonight.
But yeah.
Not forgetting that tonight we have Steel and Glitter.
Yep.
Prior to Steel and Glitter, we would have, at this time as we speak, we have the youngsters in the park.
Junior Panorama.
Thing in Junior Panorama.
Right.
And it's really, the onus is upon us to ensure that we continue to have these junior shows, not just Junior Panorama, Junior Calypso Soca, and so on. All the junior activities, Junior Carnival, where the kids come out and they play mass. Right. That down the road as persons, for one reason or the other, stop playing mass, stop playing pan, etc.
The younger ones would, we obviously
continue the legacy.
Right.
And so this is a very important part of the exercise.
So as we speak now, we have Junior Panorama going on in the park.
Yes, as we speak, we have Junior Panorama. This year, we had a number of changes on the Vincy Mas calendar, and this was one of them where we decided to merge the Junior Panorama
with the senior.
Because
normally the junior would don't have one already.
Correct.
Right.
So we basically having a day of pan where you come to the Junior Panorama and you
stay
come
one
straight
time
into the Senior Panorama along with, it's called Steel and Glitter. The glitter side of it being the sections of the bands where various mass bands present a section in competition.
Right.
And it is normally keenly contested. These mass bands go really hard. Section of the you know what I mean? So
bring out the best.
It's something that I look forward to. I look forward to sections of the bands and king and queen of the bands. I actually love to do these competitions.
Well, as a pan man, so I look forward to Panorama.
Yeah, I look forward to pan too.
As soon as I finish this Panorama, I'm going.
I know. I love pan. I mean, I grew up next to Starlift Pan Yard as a youngster before I moved to Annisville.
Right. So
my entire family played pan and so on. I grew up with pan, and still I have my niece who is a member of Starlift.
Right. So you're a pan man in the blood.
Pan, you know.
Right.
So I like all the elements of Vincy Mas.
All right then. So Vincy Mas has been kicking. They've been pumping for the last, let's say, week. Not even week. Last few months. Few weeks. Yeah.
Vincy Mas. Sometimes I go overseas and you do interviews and so on. You speak about Vincy Mas and person will say, like announcer, be it radio or television, we do interview and so on. And the interviewer will ask, well, what happens between the launch of Vincy Mas? Because you say first weekend in May and you finish all the way in July. It's strictly party in the studio.
Yes, pure zest, as young people say. Zest.
Shows and events and events of all types.
Yep.
Plus rural carnivals in the mix and all these things. So we have the longest period of carnival in the Caribbean. We are the hottest carnival. But we have the longest period of carnival as well.
All right.
From May right through to July.
Yeah. Months of zest. Right. So before we jump into the meat of it, why you're here and what you're gonna tell us and whatever, how has it been like you and the team preparing for Vincy Mas? From let me say from January, you start to prepare early. Yes. So let's say from January up to the launch of Vincy Mas. How has it been?
Well, I would say teamwork make the dream work.
Right.
We definitely have some good chemistry. Rodney Small came on.
Just came on board as it, yep.
And so on. We had some staff who are no longer with the corporation, so we had to get new staff on board.
And working along.
Almost a new team of people working together to produce Vincy Mas. And so far we have been having the cooperation of the persons and the support of the board of directors who have, place the trust in the staff to execute the plans that are presented to them.
Right.
After meetings with the shows and marketing committee, these plans will go to the board and the board approve, and then it's time for us to execute.
Move.
And then we had to hit the ground.
And we must say persons have been commending the CDC staff. Well, the new staff, as a new fresh mind and so forth. We have seen the changes. I've seen the blow up of so many different simple events that normally happen a few years. It just went from zero, as we would say, 0 to 100, real quick. And then we have seen the support of persons on the media showing up to these events. And definitely for a man who been around Vincy Mas, I know it's a good look, it's a good feeling, but like, this is a it's good.
Definitely.
Right.
It is a good feeling to be a part of the revival of Vincy Mas. I mean, we have now been able to do things in keeping what the general populace would like to see in Vincy Mas.
Right, because I read and see you guys bringing back the monkey band.
Yes.
I've never seen that, so I definitely want to pay attention. I definitely want to see that.
So we look at a number of things that we can do, to things that we can do differently than we were doing before. Not just to say you do them, but to do them effectively.
Effectively,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that is effective.
We started getting into some things. For example, we would have done a brunch. Now, CDC would not have done a brunch party before. Yeah. So we did a brunch party, and get the response from the people. We did the launch of Vincy Mas in Simmons, and 1 week later, following weekend, a launch in New York City.
Yep.
In a big way.
I
mean, you would have a launch of Vincy Mas in New York before, but not at the scale.
On that scale that you guys did.
That we did, and the type of attention that was given to it in terms of the promotion and the marketing and so on. Right. We included Project Ford as part of the marketing for Vincy Mas, so they're responsible for the social media and that kind of thing. And that, again, the teamwork and so on helped to generate the interest and push the festival. We were also able to get a number of persons to volunteer to also help to push Vincy Mas. So this is something I've been saying in the past. A lot of persons go on social media and they would make comments and so on. But the question is, what are you doing to contribute to sell the festival? Right. I always say to people, every Vincentian make 2 or 3 posts per week about Vincy Mas. It's a help. It's a help.
Festival. Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to share every single day and post a Vincy Mas. Share. But if you do that 2 or 3 times, you're helping to sell the festival.
I agree.
Persons on your timeline going to be seeing it and saying, boy, I keep seeing Vincy Mas.
Yeah, let me pay attention to it. Let me go check the page. Let me see again.
I can't make it this year, but next year.
I'll tell a friend. Something. Right, I like that. I like that vibe.
We need that kind of support and so on. And I want to thank the persons who have been doing it. I noticed you mentioned the support from the public in terms of comments and positive posts being made on social media. But I also want to thank the persons who are actively posting the Vincy Mas promotional material, whether on their Instagram, their Facebook, WhatsApp, whatever, sharing them, you know what I mean? Help us to spread the word.
Right.
I think that in itself, create a good feeling amongst people seeing that so many persons are sharing.
Right. I must say big up Vincy Mas for sending shorts, so I gotta get some shortly. Big up Vincy Mas with the shorts, I didn't get a color but I go take it. That's okay.
What color you want?
No.
You want the yellow?
Nah, why would you reach?
No, I just want to know.
It couldn't be a green.
But you
could be orange, you could be a black.
You could tell me orange. You could say.
So why you have to pick yellow?
I was going to say green and then blue because these are national colors, but you didn't wait.
Say no. All right, so see what you got for us right now. You're here. I know you come to tell us something. What you got for us right now?
Well, what I'm here to tell you is you kind of mentioned it a while ago. From tomorrow, person gonna press for the entire weekend. Right? Speed. Till Tuesday when Carnival officially in terms of Vincy Mas activities from the CDC will come to an end on Tuesday. But I know other promoters have a
Tuesday what? Midnight or 10 o'clock?
Tuesday.
10, no, midnight is Monday. Tuesday is 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. So we get extra hour.
Right.
10 o'clock money down.
Right. Anyway, this weekend, Evo, a lot of persons, I mentioned what's happening today and tonight.
Yeah.
So Evo, tomorrow night. Evo has been a flagship event for Vincy Mas.
Right.
If you check the Vincy Mas calendar, you'll recognize that in the past, what we had were basically competition-driven events, with Evo being the only non-competitive activity.
Right.
It's really a party where you come out and you vibe because we have a number of artists on stage performing to a live band, various DJs, and this event caters for a broad demographic, young, the middle-aged, the old, everybody can come to Evo. have some nice, clean and decent fun. You dress up in your white and you come out.
Yep.
In a dandan as old people.
Yeah. Sunday best. Yeah, Sunday best. Right.
On Friday night.
Right.
So this Friday is no different. We'll be having Evo at the Arnesville playing field in the area.
The party stand. Yeah. And normally used to happen in Cruise Ship Terminal.
We did Cruise Ship Terminal for a number of years. Then we did Victoria Park, and now we move into Arnesville.
Yeah, we're bringing the vibe. Yeah. It's a good look.
I looked at a place that.
So we're going to the party stand. For persons who never went to the party stand, we're going to the party stand.
For a party.
Right.
No, this is not a stage show where you just go. It's not a competition, I should say, where you're listening to persons presenting in a particular way because it's thinking about the judging criteria and
right.
No.
Just vibe.
They are there to entertain you. Strictly vibes. Yeah. So Evo admission is $60, or you can do the VIP, the semi-inclusive, $200.
Oh, right.
Food inclusive.
Right.
Food inclusive.
Food. Eat as much as you want.
Yes.
Right.
And for persons that one or two persons reach out to find out whether cocktail tables will be available if you're in the general area and so on. Yes, you have cocktail tables. Boys can rent the cocktail tables and come and so
just all have vibe.
Friends and so
you know, cure the girlfriend, cure the wife, you know, put on something nice and just enjoy yourself. Because I've seen some artists, some experienced artists on the cast, for example, like Luther, GMCP, and some other guys. So you know you're in for a treat.
Definitely.
You're in for a treat.
I mean,
backed by a live band.
The idea of Evo is the evolution of music, Vincy music. So we feature Vincy artists of various age groups and so on, and put them on show artists that has catalog. So not like a guy
who got one tune.
Right. Somebody might have a one tune and it's a good tune. Somebody come out and they have a popular song. We still put them on them.
Yeah,
but most of the artists tend to be persons who have catalog, like a Luther, for example.
Yep.
Who have singing
a white. Yep. James EP.
James EP has always been a hit at
all the time.
Evo.
Yep.
We have Scorpion. He was on show. We have Bomani. These artists have
good
catalog. They are there to entertain you.
I like that.
And I mean, we have a host of other artists who will be there. We have DJs and so forth. The entertainment package is quite wide.
It's up.
And the party starts at 9 p.m. at the Arnesville playing field at the party stand.
So that's Friday.
That's Friday.
Saturday.
Oh Lord.
Park your whole people.
The big bad soca monarch. And we chose to promote it like that this year because that is what it is.
Surely they will push back. It's too late to push back the stage a little bit.
No, you see, pushing back the stage means you have to push back the entire construction that's behind the stage.
That will be we're not high enough time for that.
You have to move the ramp. You have to move everything.
because the from we got a few announcements a couple of days ago, about 2-3 days ago, coming from, I would say, the two main artists for St. Vincent, for Vincy Mas, the face of Vincy Mas for a couple of years, which would be Fireman Hooper and Skinny Fabulous. Those were the face of Vincy Mas for a couple of years, honestly speaking, right? A long time with Problem. And Problem is actually there as well, on the cast as well. Not to perform in the competition, but as a guest artist. Yeah. So it's the full guns.
Yes.
And to have these two persons who always driving for years coming together to be a part of the competition, Ezzy, Vincy Mas, and CDC has no space in park. I could tell you that. From what I've seen, I think Radney's money to get more hands and we are push back the stage. We have enough time.
I know physically, I know what it will take to remove the structure that
right.
I know it can happen, but we have to make do with the space that we have. Right? We have to make do with the space that we have. Saturday, we have Big Bad Soca Monarch, Raga Soca. I must emphasize Raga Soca and Soca Monarch.
Right.
Because I have maximum love and respect for Soca, but I also have
I love Raga. I like Raga.
That is our thing.
Raga has nice.
And we need to maintain it and give it its due.
Right.
Yeah, so Raga Soca element will be first up, and then we go into the Soca
the defending champion is Hans.
For Raga Soca, defending Monarch is Hans. And for Soca,
Fireman
Hooper.
Right.
All right. So we don't want to make it sound as though the way you put it across is that Fireman and Skinny in competition so powerful. No, I don't want to disrespect the other artists. I don't think anybody should disrespect the other artists. Everybody in competition, you're there to attempt to win, and everybody have to put in the effort and come with the A game. Anybody can win.
Obviously. Can you get proper tune going in?
I've seen boxing. I love to watch boxing. I've seen where persons bet thousands and millions and boxers and they lose it.
Yeah.
You know?
Probably one punch.
Yeah, one punch. A man could be beaten 5-6 rounds and he just throws out because you're frightened.
One Friday box. Knock you out. Yeah.
So you never know. Something can go wrong somewhere as well as something can go right for another person and give them an extra punch. So I'm not counting out anybody.
It could be
anything can happen.
Anything.
And I want to remind persons, we have had other winners of Soca Monarch outside of Skinny and Fireman.
Yep.
I have maximum respect for these guys. They would have done a lot for Soca Monarch. They would have done a lot for Vincy Mas. They have the most crowns. They have the record of having the most crowns.
Yep.
Coming out of the Soca Monarch competition. Both Soca and Raga was won by both of them and so on. I think Fireman won Raga 3 times, Skinny won twice Raga. And Skinny has Soca Monarch, I think 6 or 7, and Fireman have 10.
10, yes,
right?
yeah.
So the numbers could be off by 1 or 2, but they're about, just to give an idea.
Stand corrected.
Between them, collectively, they have the most crowns for Soca Monarch competition in Simmons and Raga Soca. But the other guys, we have to remember Hyper 4001.
Yep.
Soca Monarch.
Magical
won Soca Monarch in 2019. Bumani won Soca Monarch in 2004.
Yep.
And so there are other winners.
Yep.
Persons can, and I would like to use Magical as a prime example because when Magical came in 2019 and he performed,
he was just fresh off the market, just fresh. Very fresh.
A guy, it wasn't somebody who been around for 6, 8, 10 years.
He
just came back and he did it.
And he did it, right.
So I mean, I don't want the other guys to feel they can't do it. They can learn from what Magical did. Yeah. Magical came, in my view, Magical came with a style observing things that he would have seen artists would have done in the past, and he was able to
utilize it
and execute it.
Right. So as you say, it's straight across the board. It's anybody.
Anybody. You understand? So that is Saturday. But I could understand your excitement.
Yeah. Everybody, a lot of persons excited.
A lot of persons.
Yeah, a lot of persons are going to see that collaboration as well.
They're looking at that collaboration, and for me, the collaboration is significant. Not so much from a winning standpoint, but I like the idea that these guys were competitors all along.
Yes.
And out of the blue, without person really thinking this is going to happen, they did a song, and the next thing you know, the Soca Monarch.
It's just erupt, literally.
Into the Soca Monarch. So that collaboration is good. And if you notice, Skinny Fabulous has been featured a number of collaborations.
With young artists as well, alongside Problem Child as well.
Regionally, internationally. Skinny is teaming up with artists and doing collabs. He did it with Bungie and Marshall and so on. He had just had Nyla Blackman, successful.
And he did a lot of collaborating with local artists here for this season as well.
And so on.
Yeah, Problem Child as well. Gio and
Sura and these guys link in there.
Right.
He went to Sion, he link up with the guys of
JC Production and Just Boss
Crew and so on. So collaboration is a part of his thing.
And I like it. I like
that.
Yeah.
So this song with He and Fire basically just hit it off by the time it was released. But again,
it's anybody's game.
Don't take your eyes off.
Yeah, so that is Saturday. So we got Friday Evo, Saturday the Big Bad Soca Monarch and Raga Soca.
Yes.
Sunday now.
Sunday we go into the park. We talking Calypso. We just spoke about Raga and Soca. They are the children. Calypso is the parent. But these things came out of Calypso, right?
Yeah.
So Calypso finals Sunday night at Victoria Park.
I have never went to Calypso.
You need to.
Then mommy bugging me, telling me if I go. The night when I was supposed to go, I went home. I ain't going there, man. But when I reach home now, I see people making snap. Calypso 10 full. The vibe, the energy. I say, boy, I miss this. I was really disappointed. I felt bad. Because it's kind of fun. And then I listened to some of these songs. I was like, wait, is it just be going on in a 10?
Yes.
The next day?
Yes.
I'm making it busy. I go in. I go in. That's good.
Yeah, my partner Rodney Small as well. Let me use an example. There's a particular young lady who used to come around and assist us with doing things and so on. We started her asking, you ever went to Calypso? No, I never been 10. And so we encourage her. Try to just like you.
Yeah.
You were you song then?
Yeah.
That's what happened to her.
Right.
She went one night and tried 10 and she continued going 10.
Yeah.
I never know it's
fun. Yeah, it seems like it's fun. Yeah, it's a vibe. It's a vibe.
It's fun. At the same time, the Calypsonians are bringing out their views in song about social issues and political
problems
issues
and
whatever it is that exists in the society. And each person may focus on a topic and focus differently and bring across the message in a different way, different melody, etc. But it's really an atmosphere where you can learn and at the same time socialize and interact with people.
With
You have
people.
some guys who go to the tent just to have fun and they carry on and they in the front. They have their own thing going on. Some person go to the tent and they debating social issues.
And they sit down and listen. So it is like a come together vibe.
Yes.
Right. So we had the finals on
Sunday night is finals for Calypso and something I mentioned earlier that I love in Carnival, King and Queen of the Band.
Right, that is
I'm
also
always
something.
quite appreciative and love the way our designers can sketch something on paper and then
bring
they
it to life. Yep.
in the form of an actual costume and stage. And so
Right.
these huge structures coming about, and when you look at the depiction and so on, it's really creativity that you see at its best. And I that's something I always look forward to.
Right. So the King. So we have
King
Calypso
and
King of the Queen of the Band
That's right.
on Sunday.
And
straight
then
from
straight into Juve.
Straight into Juve.
Now, Juve, long ago, we used to have a lot of what we call now traditional mass taking place at Juve. But over a period of time, we find less and less of that in the Juve and more of the paint band activities taking place at Juve. So a lot of young people, what they know as Juve
is paint.
just
Paint and just,
biscuit,
just
powder
and whatever.
and so on. That's what they know as Juve.
Like myself, yeah.
Right. But the monkey band, as you mentioned before,
I'm looking forward for that.
something
I'm looking forward for that.
we had Boozy back, monkey band and all of these things in the carnival. And the CDC this year we decided we're going to revive these things, put back some cultural elements and show and so on, and try to get persons interested in them
and to get back to
try
that type of the tradition
try
stuff.
to revive them.
Right.
Hence, for the launch, we included a lot of traditional elements. Yeah, the same
I saw the monkey band, the
included
drums and
pitch
so forth, pitch
drummers
patchy and so on.
and all these various cultural elements we put into the launch. The bob right? As some people call them stilt walkers.
The guys on the tall stuff.
Yeah, a big thing
Yeah, we
long
used to
ago.
see them, but as a youth coming down, I used to see them, but since as this time go by, it's something that you don't see like before.
A few persons doing it still, but it's something we want to help to push to
Bring
make
back.
sure that I believe that by next carnival we should be seeing a lot more persons doing that. So
Doing
one of
that.
the ideas we have is to do some training sessions and so on to get youngsters to get into
To get into it,
and
right.
so on, to help to increase the number of persons participating with that.
Right.
But these are the things we're doing. So with the Juve morning now, we are having monkey band, right? Organized through the guys from North Leeward, Chainsaw and his crew.
And yep.
Of North Leeward.
Big up the whole North Leeward
Ably
team.
assisted.
Shout to
by
everybody,
coordinating
Rosebank, yeah.
With these guys, the CDC. Through the CDC, we are assisting to bring it because we see it as something developmental and so on. And I want to thank the guys from North Leeward for assisting with this. And they are very enthusiastic. They like the idea that CDC. He said, hey guys, come, let's talk. We want you to push this and so because we notice you've been doing it at a community-based level. We want you to bring it up. Yeah, teach the kids, teach them how to go in that, right? Yeah, so we will definitely be on the road. I had, interestingly to myself, someone called me indicating that they have a DJ who is very much interested. He heard about the Juve band, monkey band, and he interested in playing for the monkey band. You know? The thing is, a lot of the thing like, for example, boom drum and steel band and so on is what really persons would have used in the past to go along with the monkey band. But you know,
But I didn't need more. Yeah, I like it.
That.
Add it.
So we still have that space where we're gonna have that, the drummers and so on. But at
And
times we
I
just
chop
go
with the
into
little
it.
DJ,
Yes.
right? Because
You
you have
know?
to mix the
So
old
you
with the
have to
new.
mix the old with the new,
Yeah.
and let the young people embrace it. You know?
Right. So
Yeah,
that is the Monday
we have
morning.
that for Monday morning.
Straight from Calypso, Kings of the Band, King and Queen of the Band.
Yes.
Then we go in Juve, and then the evening.
Evening jam. This was something that was unique to St. Vincent for a long time. T-shirt
Right.
band.
T-shirt band.
Right? I don't want to go back into the history of, what a lot of it. But after a while, it kind of tapered down. It went slow, it almost died at one time. So the
T-shirt
CDC,
band.
yeah.
Okay.
The CDC at that point decided to approach the National Lottery and say, look, let us do a Monday band, because at one time there was no Monday band in St. Vincent.
Really?
At one time.
Well, I ain't gonna know.
2001, I think it was.
Okay.
There was no band. 2000. In 2000, because I did my t-shirt band in 2001. In 2000, there was no t-shirt band.
Right.
2001. And that's where I started doing a t-shirt band. I actually did a t-shirt band for 10 years consecutively. A Monday band and so forth. And it's because I saw the need.
Because you seen was dying.
There was
so
a
you,
void. I got into it. Oma Davis, he also had a t-shirt band, and then we eventually teamed up. Holmes and I were bringing a band together for a few years and so on. So after that, the CDC was carrying it basically with the National Lottery, and one or two other companies now came in and started bringing bands. So once you realize it is being revived, the CDC then took a back seat in terms of that and allowed
the companies and the
sell and the
Guinness and so for High Road and whatever, right?
They started doing the bands.
So it basically revived itself.
It was revived eventually. So this year we have, if I could remember all of them off the top of my head, I believe I can do that. We have the Guinness band.
We got the Guinness.
We have Green Machine. We have Rebellion. We have Vincy Mas. Vincy Mas with Bubblegum.
Bubblegum, the pink. Yeah.
We have
Tempo.
Purple
Army, yeah.
Purple Army, and we also have the Sauce Band.
Sauce Band. Not 97, Hot 97 High Road, yeah.
Yes.
Right.
So these are the bands that will be on the road on Monday. And I can tell you, I know that t-shirt bands are normally sold out on Carnival Monday.
Last minute buy. And if you check reason, everything gone.
Bosses like to purchase t-shirts for t-shirt band, make the purchases late. I don't know why.
Like Saturday evening. Probably Monday morning.
Monday morning. Yeah. When I was doing t-shirt bands and I had a lot of sales were done Juve morning.
Yeah.
When Juve is finished, people
going
buying
the shorts
to come back. You know? But
if you look now,
attempting that this time around, you will be disappointed.
You got disappointed.
Because
the Guinness got sold out.
While I was at the airport, we were doing these airport activations.
Yeah.
Welcoming visitors and so forth. So while I was at the airport, a lady saw me in the Vincy Mas T-shirt. She said, "Mister, you have anything to do with the Guinness band?" So I said, "No, my wife is you. I know the guys and things. You tell me I can shout." And she said, "Well, my sons and daughters here from overseas and they want to play the Guinness band." And
done. Not even a spare.
Find it anyway, so I took out my phone and called Lamont. Lamont, we all have Guinness band. Lamont said, "Why is it them done?"
Yeah.
Band so long.
They made a post about like Tuesday. nothing. And Pauses now have it online. Selling over the shots, $200, $300, $120. I was like, boy. So and I think it's Popular Army. I stand corrected. 90% sold out as well.
Yeah.
So I think the same sauce bars, the same thing. These are my Popular Army. These are my. They're going hot.
And definitely. And Green Machine is known for being sold out
for
within days. Soon as they say they have packages.
Yeah, and I don't know if they have an outlet. I don't know. I probably had it online.
Machine don't really run any radio or anything.
Nothing. Just nothing. Just go walk by Musty can get a shot.
Just announce.
Just go for a shot. And it's a good look.
So it is.
As you said, in 2000 there was nothing, and then now to see that. Hundreds of shots being sold out.
What I like is the variety of colors on the road.
Yeah, you had the black, you had the white, the purple, the pink.
Yeah, the pink,
the green.
Sauce band and the
white,
orange and white.
Yeah. So a drone footage would be decent.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So I'm excited about the Monday afternoon too. It's something that I look forward to. One of the things that were affecting Monday band within recent time was like events and so on that were
happening around that time
into that time zone. So you'd have heard from the announcements from the CEO Rodney and from the minister as well. Our Minister of Culture also made the point, Carlos James, about the times that promoters events were going to and so forth. There were discussions with the promoter. It was not a heavy hand approach.
No, we have a discussion with them and spoke with them and let them know.
Discussions with the police and so on. So now we are moved to regulate where, we have to correct this. Vincy Mas is not just CDC events, it's not just the promoters events.
Right.
It's a joint event. Yeah. So we basically saying, okay, your event is going to end at this time, we're going to start at this time.
Right.
So for example, Soca Monarch. Everybody excited now about Soca Monarch this year, right? But one of the things we did was to say to the parties that taking place, we're going to end at 9. Soca Monarch is going to start at 9. So you should end at 9. Bosses can leave the event and
go straight to the park. Probably go and get a quick reach back for 10:30. Yeah, because you know it's
living and that kind of thing.
Right.
Some may want to go and come back, some may go straight.
Go straight, right.
But basically that's what we're doing. You know? Either the party ending before or at least the latest should be at the same time that we're going to start.
Yeah,
so that is an established arrangement.
Yeah, and that's something that everybody should understand.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think there should be any problem there.
The Monday bands, there are persons who bought packages for Monday band last year before who didn't make it to Monday band because they went to other parties.
And then,
so we want to ensure that
giving everybody a fair chance.
Give everybody.
And then Monday now we done 12 o'clock.
And Monday we jamming
till 12.
Tuesday, the grand finale.
I like the Tuesday. The Tuesday is family time. Tuesday is a family time.
Family time?
It's to me.
On the road, the partying.
Yeah, but you know, most persons, a lot of persons come to town to bring the kids so they could see the mass.
Yeah.
And that's the only time we used to go. That's the only time I came carnival as a youngster.
Right.
When my auntie bring me tongue or my grandmother bring me tongue, I send me with my auntie or whatever to see the mass on a Tuesday.
From a spectator standpoint.
Yes, so the family time for spectators. But for the
me,
persons,
it's my time.
it's my time. From 10 o'clock I have my sneakers up and down in town all day.
Yeah. So, you know, again, I have to identify the mass men for the tremendous work they have been doing.
Big them up, big up the mass man, them, all of them.
Bringing out depiction of, you know, their impression of certain topics, certain things, and they're able to bring it to life with with costumes.
It's a lot of work.
A costume band presentation is really a storyline. Each section is going on stage is saying something about the next section too. Either the one that went before, the one that's coming.
So it's like a line.
Really a storyline within the presentation. And these guys have been doing a great job at it. So I just wanna
big them
kudos
up.
To all
mass,
but I also wanna reach out to young people. Please try to get involved with these mass bands. You can be involved with the mass bands. You can learn a craft from it. You can learn a skill that you can make money from it.
Yeah.
You can also assist them with like the social media posting and
sharing
and so on. Because that is one of the weaknesses you might find. Okay, some mass bands are really good at this. Yeah. They have persons on their team doing that, while other bands are producing great mass, but they don't have that social media presence. And
because most of the persons who build local mass are like, I don't want to put it like this, but the age of people, the older people, they might not be so facilitated with cell phones and the media and so forth.
Right.
So they might
so
need guidance.
That's what I'm saying now.
Yeah.
So some of the young people could go to the tents and associate themselves.
Take a little photo, take a snap,
take a little snap, do some little videos and assist them with posting, share the information where they're located, how to contact them.
Also give a hand to, stick a thing,
and so I mean, I grew up in this thing, building costumes and so on. I used to be in mass tent, sleep on cardboard in the corners, 3 hours, wake up, you start.
So you're a real Vincy Mas man?
Of course.
Right.
Of course.
Right on.
I was part of Wizards Mass Band for years, right up until the band no longer functioned. I actually left Wizards. We formed a band, Terry and Ezzy and Terry Buck International. Terry from Arnesville, and we had a band 2 years consecutively. You know, we had a band, and then I eventually went back to Wizards and so on and continued. And I eventually played with various other bands. And then I love playing mass. I started doing it when I was in school. Yeah. And never stopped.
You're a tongue man. All the bass. Yeah. All right. So hey, listen. That's basically the Vincy Mas lineup for this weekend.
Yes.
From tonight. So right now we have Junior Panorama going on in the park.
Yes.
From 8 o'clock. We have Senior Panorama and section of the band. Steel and Glitter. Yeah. Tomorrow we have Evo. Yes. All white happening at the party stand at the Arnesville Stadium.
Yeah.
Right. Saturday, the Big Bad Soca Monarch and Raga Soca.
Yes.
Right. Correct. Sunday we have Calypso finals. Also King and Queens of the band.
Yes.
Right. Straight into Juve morning where you're bringing back the old tradition of the monkey bands, the pitch patch, the whole, pan around neck, boom jump kind of vibe. Right. And then we're going to the t-shirt band in the evening. As you said earlier, a little history before, it was almost
it went dormant.
It went dormant. And then it revived until now. Shot selling off way before.
Right.
So we're doing well.
Yeah,
and then Tuesday now, the last lap.
Grand finale.
All the mass, all the feathers in tongue, all the glitters in tongue.
Yes.
Along with the family coming out to see that.
Yeah.
And we finish in 10. We get 1 hour extra. Monday, we go till midnight.
That's right. The whole thing locked down, man. I didn't have to come in.
Boy from tomorrow is outside. I didn't go no event. I slept.
You see everything for the weekend.
So you see from tomorrow, I go to Panama tonight. I go when I leave Panama. Right. So when I leave Panama from tomorrow, I work from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock. Yeah. I ain't going home. I go in all white. I pass in the all white. Me must go all white. James is my boy. Aluta.
Of course.
Yeah,
all you wanna mention the way t-shirt band went down, but Juve also had a period of time when it went pretty dormant. So I had to give kudos to Country Meat Tongue.
Big up Carlos management. Yeah, big up. Yeah.
From up in the valley, they really kept it together. Even within recent times, the other Juve bands no longer came.
Yeah, like they had the RJR and the
Country Meat Tongue definitely was getting bigger and bigger, and they continue to do their thing.
And I think they have they have one too. Midnight Blue.
Midnight Blue.
Yep.
So you can play Monkey Band, you can play Midnight Blue. If you don't want to play in either of them, you can just be involved in Juve. We want to push force to do the traditional Juve.
Yep.
Whatever social issues you want to identify, you your placard and you wear the outfit to complement, to bring the message out of what you're trying to sell. That, I mean, that's what Juve is really about. When you look at the depiction that these guys do in the traditional Juve competition,
I think they
really
used to have it by
creative with words and so on.
I think I used to see like a little thing right by the market. There's a little stage, and I saw that a few times. I didn't pay attention to it because
we do the judging for the traditional Juve. All right, that's the area you normally use, but this year we're doing it from on that side of this street, close to the complex. In that vicinity.
All right.
So on. So you know.
So that's it.
A good bit of changes in the carnival for this year.
And we're looking good.
Changes, and the general public seem to embrace them, and we really want to thank the public for the support the CDC has been getting over the past few months as we head into Vincy Mas 2020.
All right then. And hey, listen, it was good having you, Ezzy. And I must say before we go, we need to play it safe as well. Drink responsibly.
Yes.
When you're driving, have a designated driver.
And
take
remember
it easy.
No glass bottle policy.
Oh,
please.
yep. No glass bottle. Vendors.
Please cooperate. The police at a press conference not too long ago reiterated the point that vendors are required to purchase the cups. Get them however you whether from your supplier of the drinks or whatever, but you must have cups.
Yeah.
We're
trying to minimize any accidents and so forth.
Yes,
right?
Correct.
So I agree
that has agreed to fully cooperate and to take action when you fail to comply with the no glass bottle.
Yeah, and I don't think that is something. I don't think that is something that anybody should have an argument over. Just get the glass.
Cooperation from the consumers and the vendors and everybody, and let's have a safe and effective Vincy Mas 2025.
All right,
Thank
then.
you.
So, hey, big up SC and big up the whole team at CDC. Vincy Mas, boy, we're looking nice. We're looking real good. So, don't forget, from tonight, Steel and Glitter, Evo, Big Bad, Soca Monarch and Raga Soca, Sunday Calypso, Kings and Queens of the band. We have Juve morning with the whole traditional band. We have the t-shirt in the evening, and then we have the final thing, Mass Tuesday. There are other events going down, but the CDC will be stopping on Tuesday and giving way for the other private events, right?
Yes, definitely. But before I go on, I mention something that when we spoke about Soca Monarch a while ago. A 12-year-old, as in the form of a young lady, Lexi. Yeah. She won the junior Soca Monarch title on Tuesday. But prior to that, she was selected as a reserve for the finals of Soca Monarch in Province anyway. And that is a significant achievement.
Yeah, man. At 12 years old, yeah.
At 12 years old. And this youngster, I could call her, made it to the
big guns.
She's placed with the big guns, right? And what a lot of posts, I saw some comments on social media. What they don't realize is that she will still be performing, whether or not someone drops out the competition or not. Once you're selected as a reserve, you perform on the show. Right. So she will be performing.
She will be there.
On Soca Monarch.
All right then. So persons
you get that opportunity to see Lexi on big stage.
Yep.
With a big audience and so on. And trust me, she's full of confidence.
And she vibes.
Full of vibes. I actually absolutely love her spirit. And I think this looks like something she was gifted to do. Yeah. And she's definitely making use of the opportunity.
So Soca is in good hands.
So Soca in good hands.
Good hands.
So look out for the big guns and the youngsters coming in.
And according to Ezzy, it's anybody's game, all right? Don't rule out nobody. It's anybody's game. Hey, we got some bills to pay. We're going to pay some bills. Big up Ezzy boy, big up Vincy Mas, big up CDC, big up everybody who locked onto the live. Don't forget, play it safe this year. We're outside from tonight. No sleep, literally, until whenever we decide to sleep. All right? So we're going to pay some bills and come back, man. Let me go pay the bills and come back. DJ Swagger, let us go.